Go Tigers. We're cheering you on all season long. Sovereign Bank, empowering our youth with the freedom to dream. Sovereign Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Mangum Regional Medical Center is going strong, serving Greer County and southwest Oklahoma. The Mangum Hospital provides a full-service Level 4, ER-staffed 24/7, both in and outpatient stays, swing bed services and outpatient lab, physical therapy and radiology services. Mangum Regional Medical Center, here for you, right here at home.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security or disability. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. For more information, call Katie at 580-782-2452, 580-782-2452. The Mangum Star News has been serving southwest Oklahoma since 1887. No wonder when folks want to know what's happening, they grab the Mangum Star News. Today, the paper is just as proud as ever to serve you online, in your mailbox, or at a store near you. The Mangum Star News.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go together when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Western Traditions in Mangum is a very special store that features high-quality, one-of-a-kind Western furniture, collectibles, and accessories. This store is a must-see experience if you like Western decor. Check them out at westerntraditions.com or on Facebook, and then plan an in-person visit soon. Just arrived copper and turquoise accented end tables and bedroom furniture. They have cowhide assorted rugs from Brazil from $129 to $195. Western Traditions, downtown Mangum, Oklahoma.
Hey all you Tiger fans, it's game time. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are thrilled and ready for live Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger action on the field and court this season. Let's pack the stands and cheer loud. Cattlemen's Bank is full of school spirit. Go Tigers!
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office, locations in Altus and Mangum.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
Did you know the freshest and most beautiful long-lasting flowers always come from Flowers Unlimited in Mangum? If you want to send flower arrangements that look and smell great and last a long time, your best choice is to make that local phone call at 580-782-2122 for fresh flowers, silk flowers, gift selections, collectibles, memorials, and bereavement gifts. Make that trip to Flowers Unlimited, 113 South Oklahoma in Mangum.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Attention Mangum Tigers. Are you ready to show your Tiger pride? This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. At our bank, we are always geared up and ready to cheer the Tigers and Lady Tigers on to victory. You can count on us to wear the brightest orange and black. We'll see you at the game.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. From Santa Claus to basketball, Michael and his traveling microphones. Good to have you alongside on a Saturday afternoon as we get ready for the boys' fifth place contest, the consolation championship, if you will, as the Mangum Tigers get ready to do battle with Fort Cobb Broxton, a long and storied program, of course, the Mustangs. Very young this year. Their record not as sparkling as it normally is for Scott Hines' team this time of the year. They come in at 5-4, but again, extremely young, and you can bet your bottom dollar by the end of the season, they will be right there in the mix as they always are. Let's be honest as well, the Willits kid is not playing, and if he were, they would be a little bit better, but this is a guy that's going to be playing in Major League Baseball before we know it, and so we can understand why he has decided not to play basketball. He is expected to be a first-round draft pick in the amateur draft this year. That's some pretty heady stuff there. So, speaking of heady stuff, we've got congratulations to John White as he coached his first varsity high school basketball win last night for the Mangum Tigers as they were victorious in that ball game against OBA. I talked to him about it, and he's a humble young man. We enjoy our conversations with him. He said, look, it beats losing, all right? So, yeah, indeed, he enjoyed that. And Sam Powers posting that on Facebook for all of us to enjoy. So, congratulations to Coach White. I'm going to talk about Coach White and laundry before the afternoon comes to an end as well. So make sure you keep that in mind as we do the broadcast. We will take a timeout, come back and set your starting lineups and have the opening tap. It's Mangum and Fort Cobb Broxton on Championship Saturday. Classic Hits 97.7.
Granite Drug Company would like to thank their customers for shopping local. They're proud to offer pharmacy services, including immunizations, Dispill personalized medication management, health and beauty products, gifts for every occasion, and the soda fountain open all day and serving lunch from 11 till 2. Remember, when you need prescriptions filled, tell your doctor Granite Drug Company.
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
So, for the first time in 3 days, the Mangum Tigers are going to be the home team here this afternoon as they get ready to take on the Fort Cobb Broxton Mustangs. David Henry says, let's go Tigers. Sam Powers has joined us, and Brandy Webb along the web as well. Thank you for coming by and saying hello. Starting five for Mangum being introduced here, and it's a group that you've become familiar with after 3 days. Clayton Caskey and Colton Earls. They'll be joined by Daniel Bernal, Avery Rogers, and Diego Tellis. So it's Caskey, Earls, and Bernal, Rogers, and Tillis, the starting five for Mangum, in their home white uniforms with the black numerals and the orange trim. Sandy Hopper Hartshorn is checked in. Hello, Sandy. Good to have you alongside. Meantime, starting five for the Mustangs, Tanner McAdoo will get the start. He'll be joined by Creed Rogers. Yes, he is the son of Jana Rogers, the girls' coach, so you know how technically sound he will be, even though he is a freshman. Blaine Bellamy will get this start. He'll be joined by Colton Baker and Maddox Hill. So it's McAdoo, Rogers, and Bellamy, Baker, and Hill, the starting five for Fort Cobb Broxton in their blue uniforms with the white numerals and the red and white trim. Mangum will matriculate on the right end of your listening and or viewing device. And obviously Fort Cobb Broxton goes to the opposite end. Mangum controls the tap, and we are underway on this Saturday afternoon. Going to have you alongside. Whether we're over the air on the radio or streaming worldwide somewhere, thank you so much. We enjoy hearing from you. Should be a dandy ball game as Brent Bogart has joined us in the broadcast booth. Mangum patient on the offensive end. One thing the coach talked to me about earlier this afternoon is they got to do a better job of rebounding the basketball. Haven't gotten a lot of second chance opportunities in the first couple of ball games. Caskey getting a bump out high. McAdoo in his back pocket, but Clayton will hold on to it. Now here on the near side, 3-ball thought about. Step back now taken by Colton. Rurals couldn't get it to go, and then we talk about rebounding, and Tanner McAdoo comes away with a loose basketball for the Mustangs. Jenna Scott is here on a Saturday afternoon that is absolutely delightful, lovely, delicious. If I weren't doing basketball, I can promise you I'd be on the golf course on a day like today. My goodness. No-look pass inside. That caught Blaine Bellamy asleep as Colton Baker put it right on his hands, but Bellamy couldn't control it and goes out of bounds. And back the other way comes Mangum. Minute gone by here in the first. Neither team has been able to crack the scoreboard. Nice crowd on hand. And earlier, the girls' contest went to Thomas as those two teams, Thomas and Fort Cobb Broxton, played for the fifth-place title on the girls' side. And there were some catcalls coming from the crowd that, because of the way this place is designed and the number of people that are here, you could hear what was being said. Colton Earls did a great job of getting Baker up in the air and then leaned into him, drew the personal foul. That'll be the first on Baker. And number 1 called on Fort Cobb Broxton. And to the line to shoot 2, Colton Earls. Denise York, hello, good afternoon, and pleasure to have you alongside. Earls, the left-hander, first one on the way, around the rim and good. Colton will get it to go. Free throw shooting, not been a whole lot of it done in the tournament by either the girls or the boys. Second one, no good, but the long rebound tapped out and picked up by Diego. And Mangum will get a reset as Rosanna Schuster has joined us. Inside, Caskey got cut off, threw it out top, and there's Diego to retrieve it between the two circles. Now Bernal, Daniel getting a screen, works off of it, goes back to Diego, sets, fires 3. That's well off the mark. Rebound loose, and it went off. Well, they said it went off the foot of a Mangum player. A little bit of a hesitation, some pausing there, but it will be Fort Cobb basketball. So 2 minutes have evaporated in the first, and we don't have any points yet. Both teams coming out a little bit sluggish on a Saturday afternoon. Again, the weather more conducive to outdoor activities. 3-ball, top of the arc, Maddox Hill off the mark, and there's Avery with the rebound. Coach Hill says, let's run. He told me that earlier today. He said, we need to get boards and we need to turn and run. So I want to get out in transition. Tellis from 18 on the left side, didn't get it to go. Rebound by Fort Cobb Broxton. Ball going to go out of bounds. Scott Hines asking for a foul. He felt like Colton Baker got ridden out of bounds on that play. I'm not so sure that he's not correct, but not going to get the call here. Tara Ward is here. Hello, Tara. Hope your Saturday afternoon is going well. 10 days left till Christmas. I'm sure you've got your list in to Santa Claus. We saw Santa earlier today at Altus Motorsports. We'll see him tonight at the Altus Christmas Parade as well. 5:20 left in the first here. Caskey wants 3. Give it to him. Clayton Caskey will break the yoke. Mangum on top, 4-0. First field goal of the ball game. Jordan Maddox says, hey, let's go Tigers. Hey, hello, Jordan. Deep 3 here for Baker. That's Steph Curry land. It didn't go. And the rebound taken away by Diego. On the run, here comes Mangum. And again, they want to do this. They want to get out in transition when they can. Avery on the baseline, kicks it over the top to Colton. Earls, drop step inside off the window. No good. Rebound, Avery. Rogers kicks it out. Diego sets, fires 3. Got it. Great ball movement and a better job of rebounding by the Tigers. They now lead it 7-0. 4:35 left in the first. Defense has been tenacious in the first couple of ball games, and they come out playing hard defensively against Fort Cobb Broxton. Rogers for three. Creed shot no good, and there's Avery with another rebound. So Coach emphasized the boards, and they're getting it done on the glass on both ends. Mangum leading 7-0, 4:15 in the first. Bernal down below us. He'll leave it for Tellis. Now in the corner, Caskey for three. Won't go, but Clayton fouled and will go to the line to shoot three. Tanner McAdoo will pick up the personal. That'll be number one on Tanner. And number two on Fort Cobb Broxton here in quarter number one. So Clayton Caskey, who has never met a three he didn't like, will go to the line to shoot two. Get a substitution for Fort Cobb after the first couple of free throws. As Caskey misses the first, he will get another two. Clayton Caskey. Set to check in for Fort Cobb Broxton will be Brody Langham. That one's good. One more now. Brody Langham, a young man that we know from the Altus area. Is it Mike's son? Yeah, maybe. We've seen Mike here the last 3 days. It would make sense. So Langham in as Caskey misses the third free throw opportunity. So Clayton just one of three. And Mangum on top 8-0 as Amy Brown has joined us. Hello, Amy. Haven't heard or seen from you in a while. We know Birdie doing well for that girls program up at Cordell. 3:55 and running in the first. Oh, let me tell you about my good friend Jackson Brooks, who's tuned in. Jackson decided not to play basketball this year. Working on his looks, I think is what he told me. And boy, I tell you what, speaking of looks, that's just a bad one there for Colton Earls. Earls is dribbling the basketball by himself, and it just inexplicably rolled out of his hands and out of bounds. Brad Wisenett joins us from over at Hollis. Hello, Brad. We will see the Tigers a little bit later on this year in regular season play. And then Hollis and Mangum, of course, part of the Tri-County in late January over at Western Oklahoma State College. 3:25 left in the first. Mangum on top, 8-0. Continue to play that suffocating defense on Fort Cobb Broxton. He'll go inside here. McAdoo can't take the shot. He'll kick it back out, and we'll get a foul away from the ball on one of the Tigers. And it's a blocking foul. Didn't catch the number yet. And now they tell us it's on Daniel Bernal. So that's the first on Bernal and the first of the afternoon on Mangum. 3:10 left here in the first. May have been a travel there. Getting away with it was Colton Baker. Thought about the three, but instead of reversal now on the far side, Baker comes out of the pack. He'll leave it up top. Three ball on the way for Langham, and it's good. So Brody Langham off the bench getting three for Scott Hines' team, and it's 8-3, 2:55 and running in quarter number one. Mangum on top by 5. Caskey off the bounce, stops at the free throw line. That one come up well short. Saved, though, by Avery underneath the basket. Now Tellis inside. Can't get the shot to go down, and the rebound going to be cleared away by Fort Cobb Broxton. Boy, a couple of good looks there. Now a steal by, well, no, there wasn't a steal. What do they call a foul? Oh, out of bounds, apparently, that time was Diego Tellis as he tried to keep that one inbounds. Ricardo Solis has joined us. Hello. Ashley Hill. Good afternoon to you, Ashley. And Ricardo says, let's go Tigers. Foul by Avery. Dan Goodson on the call there. That'll be the first on Avery, and team foul number 2 called on Mangum. So Dan Goodson, one of our 3 officials, and the Cameron Dole experience with us here this afternoon. That one guy underneath the basket right now, you know him well.
Just a little bit. Colt Allison, the football coach for Hobart.
Line drive 3 off the mark. Battle for the rebound. Going to be taken away by Fort Cobb Broxton. Trouble drive, penetration, shot on the run by Rogers. Creed couldn't get it to go, and Mangum with the rebound. You know, it's interesting. Allison, one of those, as you mentioned, one of the officials and the football coach at Hobart, that was one thing that Coach White told us. He said, I hope that Colt lets us play physical. You would think that a guy that was a football coach would be one of those officials that would allow physical play. Bernal with a deep 3. Back of the iron doesn't go. Long rebound tip, tapped, and Creed Rogers will come away with it. Shalonda Dickey checking out the broadcast. Hello, Shalonda, and hello, 3 ball. Knocked down at the top of the arc. And that was Caleb Crowell, who came into the ball game. So Caleb with the three, couple of threes in the first quarter, has cut it to a 2-point lead for Mangum, 8-6. Tillis here on the near side of Caskey. I'm like Scott Hines. That probably could have been a carry there on Diego. He got it up on his body and got away with one. Scott working Cole Allison right now saying, what about that no call there? Meantime, Bernal going to get it on the wing on the left side, puts it on the floor, gives up the dribble, needs some help, and he'll get it from Earls. Colton looking inside, nothing there. Will draw the double team. Tellis on the baseline goes to Rogers. Avery puts it on the floor, backs down the defender, skips it here on the near side, and the three ball going to be dialed up. No good for Bernal. One and done. Rebound cleared away by Fort Cobb Broxton. 40 seconds left in the first. Cajun Clark and Jade Laughlin have joined the broadcast. Hello, folks. Good to have you young folks alongside. Jackson giving me a dirty look, saying that he was working on his looks. Three ball again on the way. This one's off the front of the iron. Come up short that time for Crowell. Rebounded by Mangum and company. Earls in the front court to Diego. Left side, Bernal. Nothing for Daniel there. Back out to Clayton. 15 seconds left in the first. Now with 10, putting it in motion will be Earls. Gets a ball screen out high from Avery. Draws the double team. We're down to three. Caskey trying to clear space. Now in the corner. Three ball as time expires. It won't go for Bernal, and the first quarter will come to a close. 8-6. Mangum by a pair at the end of one on Classic Hits 97.7.
All the employees at Great Plains Bank Mangum are excited for the new school year. We look forward to seeing everyone come out and get that Tiger spirit and support the young men and women of Mangum as they try and bring home the gold ball. You will see us at the game and hear us on the radio and internet. Come see Great Plains Bank Mangum for your banking needs on the corner in downtown Mangum. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
To period number 2 we go. Amy Brown, glad to hear that all is good. We look forward to seeing you and Bertie and that oldest daughter get it done on the coaching ranks as well. How about that? 8-6 at the end of one. Mangum by a pair. A couple of three-pointers. Caleb Crowell and Brody Langham for Fort Cobb Broxton for their points. On the other side, Clayton Caskey had 4 in the first quarter, including a three-pointer. Diego Tellis knocked one down from 3. And Colton Earls was 1 of 2 from the foul line. So Mangum 2 of 5 in that first quarter of play. They lead by a pair, 8-6, and it'll be Fort Cobb Broxton with the ball to begin period number 2. They're dressed in their road blue uniforms, white numerals, red and white trim. Tanner McAdoo running the offense right now. He's out there with Caleb Crowell. Also getting the start in period number 2, Brody Langham. Get the other two as we'll get a foul off the ball now on Mangum. Is that on Bernal or Earls? Let's see. It's the first of the second quarter on the Tigers, and Colton will pick up his first. Check the 5 of the floor for the Tigers. Zeke Rogers has checked in now. Also, Colby Warboys has come into the ballgame. He has been impressive first 2 contests. On the baseline, little jumper up and in for Colton Baker, and he'll tie it at 8. 8-8, 7:20 and running in the first half of play. Mangum been really silent from the field since that opening flurry. Coulter Webb, by the way, has also come into the ball game. He's got the ball right now. Mangum in their home white with the black numerals, black and orange trim. They're matriculate on the right end of your listening and or viewing device. Earls well behind the arc. He'll come to Zeke, who had 14 off the bench yesterday. Rogers now reverses up top to Webb. Coulter. Good defense by Fort Cobb Broxton. I mean, they are packing it in inside, but a better move inside by Warboys, and Colby will go to the glass and score. Had a chance to talk to Coach White about Colby, and he has been impressive his first 2 games. Plays extremely hard, and Coach said he's got a great basketball IQ as well. His club up by a pair, 10-8, 6:30 left in the first half of play. Mustangs working on the left end of your listening device. Langham put it on the floor. Nothing there. He'll go to McAdoo between the two circles. Now Fort Cobb Broxton, good ball movement. 3-ball, top of the arc, and Creed Rogers will knock that down. Boy, if he doesn't look like his brother, I'll throw in with you. Woo! Brother graduated. Now he's a freshman, and he's given his club the first lead of the afternoon, 11-10. Garrett Pride has joined us. Hello, Garrett. 2 minutes gone by here in the second. Mangum down by 1. They've got the ball. Checking into the contest, Max Richardson. He'll go to Webb. Webb on the baseline. Leaves it for War Boys. Inside. He'll stop. Pop. Glass. Shot wouldn't fall, but he got fouled. And will go to the line to shoot 2. Colt Allison tells us the foul committed by Caleb Crowell. That'll be his first in the first on the Mustangs here in period number 2. So at the line to shoot a couple. War Boys. First one, no good. Colby will get one more. Substitution now for Fort Cobb Broxton as Blaine Bellamy will come back in. The Bellamy brothers, right? They just let your love flow like a mountain. There we go. War Boys puts it in. Colby. I heard that on my iTunes when I came up here. Colby now with 3. He'll tie it at 11. 5:35 left here. First half. Rogers wants 3, and Creed knocked it down. Well, he's listed as a freshman, but forget it. I mean, he's been around basketball all of his life, and he is a good one. And the next 4 years, you'll hear a lot about Creed Rogers. Giving his club a 3-point lead, 14-11. 5:15 left in the first half of play. On the baseline, War Boys backing down the defender. He'll stop and pop and score. Colby War Boys off the bench, 5 in the quarter, and it's a 14-13 ball game. 3 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Another 3 knocked down. Tanner McAdoo with a little Steph Curry pose at the end. 17-13, and boy, the Mustangs getting it done from outside. Coach White told us, he said, this is a team that some nights they score 30, and then when they get hot, they'll score 60 and 70. Richardson looked like he got fouled on the arm. No call. Now off the penetration. Dribble, drive, shot, no. Foul, yes. To the line, Colton Earls. Earls just couldn't get it to go in. He went to the front of the rim, but it wouldn't fall. Check the whistle, and it will be on Langham. First on Brody. Team foul number 2 called on Fort Cobb Broxton. So at the line to shoot a couple here will be Colton Earls. Earls 1 for 2 from the line. His only point. Now he's got a pair. Couple of substitutions for the Tigers as Clayton Caskey and Diego Tellis will come in. And Rogers will set down, as does Coulter Webb. Second one on the way here, too strong, but he got the shooter's bounce and it came back and went through. Hit the back of the iron, but he got the backspin and it rolled in. He's got 3. Mangum down by a pair, 17-15. 4:25 left of the first half of play. Hello to Amanda Ruiz on a Saturday afternoon. Ball movement now by the Mustangs. Good double team trap on the baseline there, and Fort Cobb got a reset between the two circles. McAdoo looking for space. He'll go to Rogers, kicks left side. 3-ball on the way. Langham, shot doesn't go, and the rebound snared by Diego Tellis. And again, you see Coach White saying, let's run, let's run, let's run. Quickly into the front court, here comes Mangum. Richardson now looks at the bench. He says, move it, move it, move it. You got to move it, move it, move it. Off the bounds, Caskey. He'll come to Richardson. Richardson crosses over, nothing there. Diego will get it. Stop at the free throw line, stumble. Caskey now going to penetrate inside. Fort Cobb is turning everything back at about 10 feet in. And somebody going to have to pull up and hit that mid-range jumper. Richardson, he'll dribble drive, stop. Won't take the shot. Caskey will from behind the arc. That is way off the mark. Ball saved nicely, though, by War Boys, but into the hands of a Mustang. McAdoo now on the run. McAdoo, wraparound pass, tough catch, tough shot, didn't go, but fouled Colton Baker, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Check the whistle on Mangum. I think it's on War Boys. And on Colby, that will be his first. Team foul number 2 on Mangum in period number 2. 3:13 left in the period. First free throw no good. Second one on the way. As setting down is Langham. And back into the ball game, Maddox Hill. Baker's second free throw is good. So Colton, 1 of 2 from the line. He's got 3, and his club leads it by 3, 18-15. 3:09 left in the first half of play. And again, Mangum working behind the arc. Now going inside. Earls battling for his shot. Can't get it, and the ball got tipped out of his hands. Mangum will retain possession. And again, Scott Hines, the good folks from Fort Cobb Bronxton, not happy with the call, but Dan Goodson clearly indicated that the ball was tipped. Earls got the inbounds pass. Tellis now has it on the left side. Behind the arc, he'll penetrate, bounce pass near side Max. Richardson, a clear out on the baseline. He'll go inside, travel before he put up the shot. Foot kind of got stuck. A little bit of a Texas two-step. Meantime, Coach White working the officials now, specifically Colt Allison, rather. And Colt with a derisive smile, and Coach White has none of it. That's good. I love it. 2:35 left in the half. 18-15. Fort Cobb with the ball and that three-point lead. Boys' fifth place contest here at the Washita Bank Invitational on the campus of Burns Flat High School. Big force there, but it goes for Colton Baker. Baker now with 5, and his club leads it by that amount. 20-15. 2:15 left in the first half of play. Earls, who has yet to get untracked offensively, comes into the front court. He'll go to Diego behind the arc. Now here on the near side, Max. 2 minutes left in the first half of play. Mangum just not getting any good looks inside. As Fort Cobb Broxton daring the Tigers to fire from behind the arc. Playing a little man-to-man defense, and reach-in foul going to be called on Tanner McAdoo. McAdoo thought he had a steal and a run-out. And Colt Allison took a page from Lee Corso and said, "Not so fast, my friend," and brought him back. Richardson now sets down, and Daniel Bernal has come back into the ballgame for the Tigers. Minute 45 left here in the first half. Mangum down by 5. Tellis, top of the arc, gets a screen. Doesn't do anything with it. Goes to Caskey. Clayton, he'll spin his way into the paint. Now kick it here on the near side. Dribble, drive, penetration, War Boys. And the basket of Old County traveled prior to the shot. So said the official. And now it's the Mangum folks who are barking a bit. Thought maybe there was a push, and that's why he traveled. Shelley Jenkins Mullins, who never questioned an official's call, has joined us on the broadcast booth. We can say that about Shelley because we've known her 100 years, and she's one of our all-time foster homes. So, yeah. 3-ball, left side, in and out, wouldn't fall. Good look that time for Caleb Crowell, but no good. Rebounded by Mangum. Caskey down the front court. He wants his own 3. Count it! Clayton Caskey. 7 in the ballgame for Caskey. Brought his club within a pair, 20-18. 50 seconds left here in this first half of play. Stay with us at halftime. I've got a story about laundry that I know that you're going to appreciate. Steal there by War Boys, and he'll come into the front court now. Mangum a chance to tie or take the lead. Diego behind the arc, thought about the 3, but goes to Caskey instead. 17-footer, Clayton in front of the iron, no good. Rebound taken away by McAdoo. Tanner quickly across the timeline. 25 seconds left, first half of play. Ball knocked free, and a tremendous effort there by Diego Tellis as he dived out of bounds to try to save it. Scott Hines now, a conversation with Colt Allison, and both guys shaking their heads saying, yeah, so I guess that means they're okay. Guys can do that. We can yell at one another and then we're fine. You girls, though, wow. Hold a grudge for 1 billion years. 20-18. Well, there's a reason why I'm single. Thanks for asking. 15 seconds left here in the first half of play. 20-18. McAdoo runs the offense out high. Tanner double-teamed. Now he'll give it up to Rogers. Back to Tanner. McAdoo trying to beat the clock. Rogers fall away 3. Didn't get it to go. Rebound Caskey. And the half will come to an end with Fort Cobb Broxton up by a pair. 20 on the board for the Mustangs. 18 for Mangum. We're at the half. 20-18. Fort Cobb Broxton in front of Mangum. in the Consolation Championship game of the Washita State Bank Invitational on Classic Hits 97.7.
When unexpected illness or injury disrupts your day, immediate care is a necessity, not a luxury. At Variety Care's Hobart Clinic, we're here for you at the moment you need us most. Whether you are battling the flu, managing a chronic condition, or simply due for your annual checkup, our team of dedicated healthcare professionals is here to support you and your family with personalized care, Sooner Care, and private insurance plans accepted. Visit today, 1000 South Broadway, Hobart, 405-632-6688 to schedule an appointment. That's 405-632-6688.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner, and the rest of the friendly faces at the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum treat all ages, children through adults. This means we are all yours for well child exams, annual checkups, as well as those illnesses that can hit us. We also do management of chronic illnesses like asthma, diabetes, and high blood pressure. Same-day appointments are usually available. The JCMH Family Care Clinic is located at 114 South Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-3393 for appointments.
At the intermission, 20-18, Fort Cobb Broxton in front of Mangum in the Consolation Championship ball game here in Burns Flat. At the end of one, it was 8-6 Mangum on top by a pair. And then Fort Cobb Broxton outscoring the Tigers 14-10 in that second quarter. They've got the lead by 2. At the intermission, Clayton Caskey pacing Mangum. Caskey 7 in that first half of play, knocking down a couple of three-pointers, but he was only 1 of 3 from the foul line. Colby Warboys came off the bench. He scored 5 in limited action in that second quarter of play. Warboys with 5. Diego Tellis a 3-ball, and Colton Earls has got 3, but all 3 have come from the free throw line, where he is 3 of 4. Speaking of free throw shooting, Mangum in that first half 5 for 9, and again they trail by a pair, 20-18. Nobody in a Mangum uniform with more than 1 foul at the intermission. On the other side of the ledger, Creed Rogers with a half a dozen, couple of three-pointers to pace Scott Hines' club. Colton Baker has got 5 at the half, and then 3 apiece for Tanner McIndoe and for Brody Langham as they knocked down 3 balls, and so did Caleb Crowell. He had a 3. So in that first half of play, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 three-pointers knocked down. 15 of the 20 points coming from behind the arc for this group from Fort Cobb Broxton. They are 1 of 2, by the way, from the foul line, and only McAdoo, Tanner, with multiple fouls for the Mustangs. At the half, 20-18. Let's do laundry after this timeout on Classic Hits 97.7.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Hey, come on by the Mangum Tag Agency at 108 East Pierce in Mangum for all your vehicle tag and registration needs. Driver's license, ID renewals, including CDL or Add Real ID. We now offer initial issuance and out-of-state driver's license and ID transfers. And we issue Pike Pass. For fast, friendly customer service, come see Tom, Cynthia, or Adam. We're here for you. Check us out online at mangumtag.com. For tag renewals and more information, phone 580-782-3004. The Mangum Tag Agency says, Go Tigers.
TCLC is a family-owned 5-star daycare center that has been caring for children for over 45 years. The owners of Tiger Cub are proud to serve the Mangum area and support the Mangum Lady Tigers and Tigers on the radio and streaming. Tiger Club Learning Center says,
20-18 at the half. Mangum trailing Fort Cobb Broxton, and we say good afternoon to family that we absolutely love, the Carneys over at Mountain View, enjoying the broadcast this afternoon. Katie checking in and saying, hey, I need your address so I can get my annual Christmas card. Actually, yesterday, I did have another family friend, a couple that I've known for years. They sent me a Christmas card, and I really thought it was going to be the only one I got this year because Katie didn't have my address and I hadn't been in touch with her. But now we've given her that information, so the Carney card, the Carney Christmas card, will be coming my way. Also, more importantly than me and my Christmas card finish with the Carneys, the fact that Josie Carney got her 1,000th point in basketball earlier this week. She is a part of the 1,000-point club. Josie, congratulations, young lady. Love you to death. And, wow, what a great accomplishment by you. So, let's talk a little bit about the new basketball coach at Mangum, John White. And what a great young man he is. I had a chance to visit with him yesterday for the first time. We talked again today. And we were kind of kidding about uniforms. I said, you're the home team today, so you're not wearing the orange jerseys. He said, no, and I'm grateful for that because that's all I've been doing lately is laundry. And I kind of looked at him, and he said, I do the laundry for the boys. And he then went on to explain, and what a great explanation as to why Coach does that. He said, Doug Shumpert, who is a legendary coach and is at Anadarko right now, but Doug Shumpert, who is known throughout the state and throughout the region, one of the best basketball coaches and minds that you're going to find anywhere. Yes, he gets a little hot under the collar. Yes, he's a little tough on officials, but that's okay. He told Coach, he said, most of these kids are not going to get to play collegiately. And so I give them that collegiate experience, that collegiate feeling by doing the laundry for them. And so Coach White has adopted that, and he did the orange jerseys or the orange uniforms the last couple of nights, and was glad that they were in white today. He told me, he said, I do more laundry at school than I do at home. But what a neat thing that he does. Now, you should know this, and there may be some women that are rolling their eyes on this, but I don't know. I mean, I do my own laundry, so I understand where Coach White is coming from, but he said the tough thing about the game uniforms, not the practice stuff, but the tough thing about the game uniforms are you can't dry them. Otherwise, they're going to shrink. And so he's got to hang them and dry them naturally. He says, I got a big fan up at the school that I brought from home. Coach White, thank you for leaving that kind of legacy with your kids, and congratulations on your first win last night. See if you can't get win number 2. Second half coming up. Mangum down by a pair, 20-18. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
Sovereign Bank is your bank of choice. Sovereign Bank is a proud supporter of the Mangum Tiger Athletics. Supporting our schools and athletic programs is a top priority. Hear us roar, go Tigers. We're cheering you on all season long. Sovereign Bank, empowering our youth with the freedom to dream. Sovereign Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
All right, here we go. Second half set to unfold. It'll be Mangum basketball. They'll work on the left end of your listening and or viewing device in their home white uniforms with the black numerals and the black and orange trim. Down by a pair. Daniel Bernal, Colton Earls, who's on the dribble drive here, kicks it to Diego Tellis for 3, and it goes in. Diego gives Altus, good Lord, gives Mangum the lead, 21-20. These, you know what, they're Freudian slips. It's not the fact that I'm getting old, okay? I'm not yet to senility, despite what you may think. Mangum on top, 21-20. 3-ball dialed up on the other end by Blaine Bellamy doesn't go. Rebound Earls. Mangum's got numbers as Fort Cobb doesn't get back in time. Caskey thought about the 3. Goes back to Colton. He'll dribble, drive, go inside. Tries to clear space. Gets cut off. Throws it in the corner to Tellis. Great job by Diego to keep that one from going out of bounds. Now Caskey in the paint. Little drop step from 10. No. And the rebound going to be taken away by Creed Rogers. Creed coming across the timeline. He'll bobble. Now leave it on the wing for Blaine Bellamy. Bellamy looking inside. Nothing there. Puts it on the floor between the two circles. Reset now to McAdoo. Tanner to Bellamy. Fall away from 3. Doesn't draw any iron. Trying to save it. And getting it done off of the noggin of Colby Warboys will be Colton Baker. So Baker went up and got that one and then bounced it off the head of Colby. Doink. 6:48 left here in the third. 21-20, Mangum by 1. Inbounds pass, McAdoo. Tanner leaves it on the wing. That's a 3 for Rogers. Creed's shot won't go down. Blocking out Caskey. He'll grab the rebound and then get Oh, that's a jump ball. I thought they were going to call a foul on Colton Baker. And you look at the midfield stripe, and John White kind of thinking the same thing. Wow. Inbounds pass, McAdoo the catch, ball slotted away, but a foul will be called. Looked like Diego got all ball, but they may say that down low, it was Bernal. So they've called it on Daniel, his second. Team out number 1 on Mangum in the third. The block was cleaned by Diego, but again said that Bernal got part of the body of Tanner McIntyre, so he's at the line shooting 2. Tanner first, no good. He'll have one more. By the way, if you want to send me a Christmas card, feel free to do so. I'll get you the address. It's the only Christmas decorations I'll have in the home, so you can contribute. Second free, though, no good. And the rebound swept away by Warboys. Quickly into the front court, Mangum will come. And again, Coach White has said we will run any opportunity we get. Fort Cobb Broxton, though, fundamentally sound defensively. They get back and make you set up in the half-court look. And now a push will be called prior to the shot by Colton Earls. Colton really battling out high big time. And that time, a reach-in foul going to be called on Maddox Hill. That'll be the first on Hill. Team foul number 1 on Fort Cobb Broxton here in period number 3. Chaz and Ann Allen watching the broadcast. Hello. 3 ball, left side, knocked down. Was that Warboys? All right, Colby, inside, outside, getting it done. He's got 8. And that'll make it 24-20. 6:05 left here in the third. With the answer on the other end, Blaine Bellamy. Bellamy calmly stepping back and hitting the 3. 24-23, Mangum on top by 1. Play here in period number 3. This is the consolation championship of the Washita Bank Invitational. 3 ball missed by Earls. He's just really struggling. Long rebound by Mangum, and then the ball lost out of bounds. Oh, they said it was last touch by Fort Cobb Broxton. Brent Bogart says, I just want to know what assistant coach Panetta is doing in his spare time. Back in my days, assistant coaches did all the laundry. Wow. Bogart calling out Panetta. 3, that's not the holiday spirit, guys. 3 ball fired by Caskey. Doesn't get it to go, but the long rebound picked up by Diego. And a reset now for Mangum. 5:25 left here in the third. Diego says, I want a 3. Give it to him. Tell us now with 9, and all have come from behind the arc. This is a guy that you think is a workhorse inside, that hard hat, lunch pail kind of guy, but he's knocking down 3s this afternoon. His club leads it 27-23. 3 minutes gone by. There it is. An offensive foul. Break out the band. Give me the bugle section. Charge is the call. They're all looking at Cameron like he did it. I'm just pointing at him, saying that he did. They're still not. And then they're asking who the call was on. Oh, Colton Baker picked up the foul. Going to be his second. Number 2 called on Fort Cobb Broxton here in period number 3. Amy Brown apparently was trying to send me a text and send it to somebody else. Well, that's the way it goes, Amy. Go ahead and send me a text. That's good stuff. I love it. I'm glad I'm not the only one who does that. Earl's going to go inside. He gets fouled. Scott Hines wanted a hook on the play. Not going to get it. And that'll be 3 now on Colton Baker. Back-to-back fouls on Baker. Team foul number 3 in the third. Whistled against Fort Cobb Broxton. They're saying it was a shooting foul. That's the discussion going on. And no, it was on the floor. 4:38 left here in the third. 27-23. Mangum on top by 4. Caskey over the top to Diego. Tellis, who's hit a couple of 3s here in the quarter, goes back to Clayton. Clayton kicks it left side, Bernal. Daniel, he'll go to Colton, and Earls a fall away on the baseline, knocking it down. Colton Earls may be getting on track now. He's got 5. Mangum leads it by 6, 29-23. Playing defense now. Here comes Creed Rogers, hanging, banging. Shot comes up short. Second opportunity won't go, but he got fouled. And that may be on, and it is, Colton Earls. So Earls will pick up his second. Team foul number 2 called on Mangum here in the third, and it will send to the free throw line Creed Rogers. Fundamentally sound young man is a freshman. First free throw goes in. Second one will come in a moment. His brother Cray was an outstanding player at Fort Cobb Broxton, and you can tell Creed had a battle or two against his brother. On the rebound, missed shot, and a foul going to be called on Fort Cobb Broxton. Scott Hines can't believe it. And that foul called on Colton Baker. That'll be 4 on Baker. So now Scott Hines will have to make a decision, and he'll get Baker out of there. So Baker will set with 4 fouls. He'll be replaced by Brody Langham. Langham, a freshman, but he hit the first bucket of the ball game for Fort Cobb Broxton. With Baker, though, a big body. You miss him inside for rebounding. Midway point, quarter number 3. 29-24, Mangum on top, and an offensive foul going to be called on Mangum. Moving screen called on Daniel Bernal. It'll be his second. Check that's his third, and the third on Mangum here in quarter number 3. Sam Powers now coming to the rescue of Coach Panetta and says both coaches take their turns. He does a ton as well. Well, we got a new reality show, Laundry Wars. Way to go, Barnes. Stirring up trouble everywhere I can. 3 ball dialed up, not good by Blaine Bellamy. Rebounded by Earls. Colton into the front court. He'll stop, look, nothing inside. They'll swing it around out of Clayton. Caskey going to go inside and challenge. Off the window, shot won't go. And Warboys out of position that time. And Colby going to get called for the push. That'll be his second. Team foul number 4 on Mangum here in period number 3. Warboys will set, and Coulter Webb will come in. Oh, Amy. Oh, kiddo. Oh, my goodness. There you go. Gotta love it. Oh, 3:20 left here in the third. Our clients getting our text. You gotta love that stuff. 29-24. Mangum on top by 5. Running the offense out high is Tanner McAdoo. Going to reset out high to Creed now. Rogers open on the wing right side. Puts it on the floor and reverses now to Maddox Hill. Hill been quiet offensively. Mangum turning up the man-to-man defense. Deep 3 on the way here by Bellamy, and Blaine shot no good. And Colton Earls with the rebound. Earls has struggled from the offensive end, but he's played good defense and has also picked up several rebounds. Webb wants 3. Coulter's shot spins in and out. Bellamy there to get the rebound. And here comes Fort Cobb Broxton. And timeout going to be taken by the Mustangs. 2:31 left in the third. Mangum on top, 29-24, where Classic hits 97.7.
Mangum Regional Medical Center is going strong, serving Greer County and southwest Oklahoma. The Mangum Hospital provides a full-service Level 4, ER-staffed 24/7, both in and outpatient stays, swing bed services, and outpatient lab, physical therapy, and radiology services. Mangum Regional Medical Center, here for you, right here at home.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security or disability. They have 1 bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. For more information, call Katie at 580-782-2452. 580-782-2452.
29-24, 3:23 left here in period number 3. That is the first timeout of this ballgame. That first half just absolutely rocked by. Second half is a little bit more lethargic than that first half, but nonetheless played a half of basketball and then about 4.5 minutes, plus had the halftime in 40 minutes or so. So coming out of the timeout will be Fort Cobb Broxton with the ball. Down 29-24. And Tanner McAdoo, who has had spurts of brilliance, has gone cold from the field, and that's good for Mangum because Maddox Hill knocks down his first three of the ball game, and he'll make it 29-27. Fort Cobb, they get it done from behind the arc. That has kept them in the ball game. Talked about it at halftime while they had that lead. 15 of their 20 points at the intermission were from behind the arc, and they've hit 2 more threes here in the third. Mangum trying to answer. Avery Rogers back in there. He'll put a shot up in the paint, rolled it around the rim, not once, not twice, but 3 times a lady, and then it went down. First 2 of the ball game for Avery. Rogers will make it 31-27. 1:45 left here in the third period of play. Bellamy to McAdoo. Now on the wing, we'll go back to Bellamy. Up top, 3 ball, dialed up Caleb Kroll, and whew, I tell you what, when they get hot, look out now. So they've got 3 field goals here in the third quarter, all from behind the arc. A total of 10 points, and 9 of them from behind the arc. What a move inside there by Earls. Couldn't get the shot to go down, but Avery sweeps the rebound, goes to Tellis. Diego misses the 3, followed his own shot. He'll go to Clayton for 3. That won't go. Rebound tip, knocked out of bounds, and last touch by Mangum. Hello to Jade Laughlin, who's checked into the broadcast, and our good friend Brian Lively as well. Brian always with pithy and interesting information to pass along on Facebook. We always enjoy his posts. 31-30, Mangum by 1, trying to change that. McAdoo, a little drop pass. Shot blocked away by Rogers. He said, get that stuff out of here. Back the other way, here comes Earls. Colton to Caskey. Dribble, drive, nothing there. Now backs it out, now puts it back into high gear. Tellis to Bernal. Everybody, that wasn't Bernal, it was Earls instead. 3 ball that doesn't touch anything, but picked up by Colton. And a timeout going to be taken by Mangum as it's ragtag for John White's team. 26.6 left in the third. They lead by 1, and we're back after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
The Mangum Star News has been serving southwest Oklahoma since 1887. No wonder when folks want to know what's happening, they grab the Mangum Star News. Today, the paper is just as proud as ever to serve you online, in your mailbox, or at a store near you. The Mangum Star News.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go together when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
31-30, Mangum by 1. Waiting seconds of period number 3. And now the laundry wars have involved Mercedes Panetta. She says, Brent Bogart, I'll be showing him. Oh, because Brent was trying to apologize for throwing him under the bus. Yes, laundry wars coming up next on 97.7. Brought to you by Tide. 26.6 left here in period number 3. Mangum by 1. They've got the ball underneath their basket. Colton Earls to trigger the inbounds pass. He'll come to Avery. Rogers goes back to Earls, gets a little shove from behind, made the catch anyhow. Gets bumped, bang, not once, not twice, but 3 different times. And now Webb will get it. He came in during the timeout. Down to 10 seconds left here in the third. Colton lets it go to 5. Now he'll put it in motion. Dribble, drive, scoop shot. Didn't fall, but he's fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. 3.2 left in the frame. Check that foul. I believe they have ticketed Brody Langham his second. And number 5 on the Mustangs here in the third. Earls gets 2. Left-hander knocks down the first. Colton will get 1 more. He is now, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Zeke Rogers has come back in. Max Richardson as well for Mangum. Second one for Earls, good. So Mangum a 3-point lead, 3.2 remaining See if Fort Cobb can get a shot off from about 35. It's on the way. Wouldn't have counted had it gone for Tanner McAdoo. We've played 3. Mangum by 3. 33-30. Fourth period coming up. Classic Hits 97.7.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Western Traditions in Mangum is a very special store that features high-quality, one-of-a-kind Western furniture, collectibles, and accessories. This store is a must-see experience if you like Western decor. Check them out at westerntraditions.com or on Facebook, and then plan an in-person visit soon. Just arrived copper and turquoise accented end tables and bedroom furniture. They have cowhide assorted rugs from Brazil from $129 to $195. Western Traditions, downtown Mangum, Oklahoma.
By the way, we hear the mellifluous voice of Eddie Williams on that commercial. Eddie, if you're listening in this afternoon, I hope you are doing well, buddy. I know it's been a tough year for you, but you have fought through it, and we wish you well, my friend. And I tell you what, you talk about a guy that he just falls out of bed and is smooth. It's Eddie Williams. Man. B.R. Stover has joined us. Barbara Wright-Gahagan as well. Mangum outscoring Fort Cobb Broxton 15-10 in the third. Lead by 3 here, 33-30. Mustangs have lived and died with a three-pointer here this afternoon. Zeke Rogers, Colby Warboys, along a little give and go there. Warboys, the benefactor of the give and go from Colton Earls. And Colby got it. He leads Mangum in scoring with 10. Check the other two. Avery Rogers out on the floor for Mangum and Max Richardson. Back the other way. Here comes Fort Cobb Broxton. Shot put up no good. Rebound put back won't fall, but fouled Brody Langham. He will go to the line to shoot 2. Check the whistles on Mangum and maybe on Avery. It will be the second of the afternoon on Rogers. Team foul number 1 on Mangum in the fourth. Speaking of Rogers, why not? Michelle Rogers Huckabee has joined the broadcast. First free throw was up and in. Second opportunity now for Brody Langham. Langham scored the first 3 of the ball game for Fort Cobb. He hadn't scored since, but made both free throws. The Mustangs 4 of 7 from the foul line. 35-32, 7:25 left of the ball game. Consolation Championship on the line here at the Washita State Bank Invitational. As Colton Earls trying to get his legs underneath him offensively. Went baseline, put up the little bunny. He's got 9. Mangum by 5, 37-32. Minute gone by here in the fourth. Tanner McAdoo out high. He'll go to Langham. Langham reverses now to McAdoo on the wing. Langham will get it behind the arc. Tries to crossover. Good defense by Avery Rogers. Mangum suffocating defense this trip. Deny. Langham going to go baseline, force the shot, doesn't get it to go. Blocking foul going to be called on the Tigers. Slow to get up as he took a shot to the midsection. Hi, my name's Mickey. And foul going to go on Rogers, I believe. Nope, they've called it instead on Colton Earls, and that'll be 3 on Colton. Foul number 2 on Mangum here in period number 4. First free throw, short for Langham. Brody will get one more. Michelle Rogers Huckabee says, I remember as a parent having to come home and wash uniforms for games the next day. And now the coach is washing them for kids. We just grew up in the wrong era. Second free throw for Langham is good. He's got 6. I love it. Barnes can take anything and make a controversy out of it, can he? 37-33, 6:35 left of the ballgame. No controversy, just having some fun. It's the holiday season. We can't laugh. Then we can't watch Christmas Vacation. Mangum, see if they run a little clock. A little bit more deliberate this time down the floor. I think Coach may be wanting that to occur. Zeke Rogers back into the ballgame. Remember, he came off the bench yesterday and poured in 14. Throws up a 3 here. Can't get it to go. Blocking out, grabbing the rebound for the Mustangs, Colton Baker. who comes back in with 4 fouls. Speaking of fouls, Zeke going to get one there. He got the ball fake from Tanner McAdoo and got up in the air and came back down on McAdoo. So on Zeke, and that will be his first. And team foul number 3 on Mangum here in the 4th. Rogers will set. And back into the ball game, Daniel Bernal. 6 minutes left in the ball game. Inbounds pass, cut over the top by Baker. He'll go to McAdoo. Now Rogers. Creed thought about the 3. Back to McAdoo. Those 3 have really been the offense. Here's the 3 on the left side that goes for Maddox Hill. So Hill has 6, all from behind the arc. And again, the Mustangs live and die by the 3, and it's brought them back to within 1. Give and go here. Warboys puts up the tough shot, doesn't get it to go. And Richardson didn't get the assist there, although he made a great pass. I think Colby should have gone hard to the glass. He flinched a little bit, couldn't get it to go. And in rhythm, knocking it down from 10, will be Creed Rogers. And the lead has gone back now to the Mustangs, 38-37. Janelle Heatley-Lowe has joined us. Hello, Janelle. Mustangs on top of the Tigers, 38-37 at the 5:05 mark of quarter number 4. Underneath the basket, tie up there. Bernal on the double team trap, and he had it taken away from him. Creed Rogers now running the offense for this group from Fort Cobb Broxton. Gets a screen out high, doesn't do anything with it, and a reset now. Daniel, one of the better defenders for Mangum, matched up with Rogers. Popping out and getting it, Maddox Hill. And again, Fort Cobb Broxton has stayed in the ballgame because of their three-point shooting. I was glancing back through my book. I think of their field goals on the afternoon, only 2 of them have come from inside the arc. There's a driving layup that won't fall. And Avery Rogers, another rebound. He has been strong this afternoon on the glass for Mangum, something that Coach White had wanted going into the ballgame. 4:15 remaining. 1-point lead for Fort Cobb Broxton. Earls off the dribble penetration, puts up the right-handed shot, doesn't get it to fall. He did, and we'll get a chance to shoot 2 here. Check the whistle on the Mustangs, and that'll be the 5th. They call that on Colton Baker? I didn't think they called that on Colton Baker, but the bench said that's 5. And it is on Baker. So Colton Baker fouls out of the ball game with 5 points. Oh, now they've changed it. Okay, that's the right call. It's on Creed Rogers. That was the right call. No question about it. First free throw was good. I'm sorry, it was good. Colton Earls. Earls now with 10. Ties it at 38. Second one good. So Colton hit them both. He's been proficient from the foul line as he has hit 7 of 8 from the charity stripe. Garrett Pride impressed with that. I think Garrett probably goes 7 of 8 from the foul line. 39-38. Mangum by 1 at the 3:50 mark of the 4th. There's another 3. This one by Rogers doesn't go. And look at Warboys go up and get the rebound as he blocked out beautifully. Mangum now back the other way. And we asked the question earlier if they would be kind of deliberate on the offensive end. I don't know. They got back into it by going up tempo, and they got back into it because Colby Warboys has been impressive inside and out, knocking down a 3 there. 13 now in the ball game for Warboys, and his club leads it by 5 suddenly, 42-38. But this is a game that has had ebbs and flows big time. Langham has come back into the ball game. He'll go to McAdoo. And now Baker, who plays with 4, setting a screen that he moved a little bit. And boy, you'd hate to pick up your 5th foul on a thing like that. Baker comes near side to Hill. Maddox for 3, doesn't get it to go. And then Hill jumps over the top of Clayton Caskey and going to get called for a foul. Oh, no, they called it on Mangum? What? Oh, my goodness, they called it on Caskey. Now, how do you get a foul when a guy's laying on top of you? That's the first on Clayton, 4 on Mangum. Wow. That deserves a wow, no doubt about it. 2:50 left in the ball game, 42-38. You can hear Some of the Mangum fans calling for a moving screen. Not going to get it, but we will get a timeout. Timeout going to be taken by Fort Cobb Broxton. 2:45 left of the ball game. Mangum by 4, 42-38. Classic Hits 97.7.
Hey, all you Tiger fans, it's game time. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are thrilled and ready for live Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger action on the field and court this season. Let's pack the stands and cheer loud. Cattlemen's Bank is full of school spirit. Go Tigers!
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office, locations in Altus and Mangum.
All right, here's the game reset. 2:45 left in regulation. Mangum on top by 4, 42-38. 4 timeouts left on the board for the Tigers, 3 for Fort Cobb Broxton. Mangum has committed 4 fouls here in the 4th, and just 1 for the Mustangs, and the arrow pointing the way of Fort Cobb Broxton. They inbound below us, and Creed Rogers will go into the backcourt to Tanner McAdoo. Max Richardson out on the floor defensively, joined by Diego Tellis, Colton Earls, Clayton Caskey, who just committed a foul. And the final member of the 5 out there for Mangum, Colby Warboys. And that foul critical because it's a 2-shot situation now. It's the 5th team foul on Mangum here in the 4th. So Caskey, 2nd of the afternoon. He picked his first up a moment ago underneath the player. First free throw up and in for Brody Langham. Langham will get 1 more. Brody at the foul line here in the 4th has made 4 of 5. Richardson setting down for the Tigers, and Daniel Bernal has come back in. Substitution due for Fort Cobb Broxton as well, as Langham hit them both. Coming in for the first time this afternoon, Langham will sit, and coming in for the first time this afternoon for the Mustangs will be Doyle Edge. So Mangum on top, 42-40, with 2:25 left of the ball game. Brian Gamble has joined us. Hello, Brian. And Mangum content to dribble the ball at the timeline, and why not? I mean, you lead by a pair, 2:10 left. If they're not going to come out and guard you, then let clock run. Scott Hines directing traffic, and he will let a little bit of time evaporate here. By the way, it's kind of ironic. John White told me that he was going to play stall basketball the entire 3rd quarter yesterday if OBA had insisted on playing that zone defense that they started the 3rd quarter with. Now the Mustangs come out and guard, so Mangum will put it in motion, but again, the clock is their friend. Caskey going to go inside, and he'll get grabbed as he does. Should be on Tanner McAdoo. That'll be the 3rd of the afternoon on Tanner. And team foul number 2 on Fort Cobb Broxton here in the 4th. So one of the tougher inbounds play in all of basketball underneath your own basket. Executed well by Mangum there. Earl steps between the 2 defenders. He'll come here to Tellis. Clayton, again, going to get fouled. Check the whistle here, and that'll be team foul number 3 on Fort Cobb Broxton. And it was whistled on Tanner McAdoo. That's his 4th. So McAdoo with 4, and Colton Baker has got 4. Meantime, Mangum clinging to a 2-point lead. 42-40, 1:20 remaining, and there'll be another foul. This one is a push down below us. That one will be ticketed to Maddox Hill, his 2nd. 4 now on Fort Cobb Broxton. So the next one will send the Tigers to the free throw line. In case you're wondering, Mangum on the afternoon, 9 of 13 from the charity stripe. 70 seconds left in regulation. We say that because we've had overtime already in this tournament for Mangum, and lost Thursday night to the Terriers of Thomas. Inside of a minute, 55 seconds and running here in the 4th. Dangerous pass there. Good catch by Daniel. And a timeout going to be taken by John White. 51.2 left, 42-40. Mangum by a pair. Come on, Not back to the edge of your chair after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
Let's get you a Geiger Eye Care game reset. Mangum on top 42-40. Both teams shooting free throws on any foul. 3 timeouts on the board for each ball club, and the arrow points the way of Fort Cobb Bronxton. Mangum with the basketball, leading by 2. Check the file with the floor. Diego Tellis, Daniel Bernal, along with Colton Earls, Clayton Caskey, and Colby Warboys. Inbounds pass into the backcourt, tracked down by Earls. Again, the clock, the front of the Tigers. They lead by 2. Diego in traffic, draws a crowd, goes to Clayton. Caskey wanted to go inside, gets grabbed on the arm, no call. He'll go to Tellis. Diego now gives it up to Earls. Now they'll finally foul Diego. He'll go shoot 2. Then foul called on Maddox Hill. That'll be the 3rd on Hill. 5 called on Fort Cobb Bronxton with his 4 fouls. Tanner McAdoo will come in after the first of 2 free throws from Diego Tellis. Diego on the afternoon, 9 points, all from behind the arc. Shoots 2 here. First one on the way. Good. Yeah, he tantalized everybody with that one. So Earls now with 10. As Bernal will set down. Tellis with 10. I said Earls. Bernal sets down. Max Richardson comes back in. And Diego looks for his 11th point of the afternoon. Doesn't get it. And the long rebound by Maddox. And a timeout going to be taken by Scott Hines. 30.1 remaining. Mangum by 3. 43-40. Back after this. Classic Hits 97.7.
Did you know the freshest and most beautiful long-lasting flowers always come from Flowers Unlimited in Mangum? If you want to send flower arrangements that look and smell great and last a long time, your best choice is to make that local phone call at 580-782-2122 for fresh flowers, silk flowers, gift selections, collectibles, memorials, and bereavement gifts. Make that trip to Flowers Unlimited, 113 South Oklahoma in Mangum.
43-40. Mangum on top by 3. In the waning seconds of this boys' 5th place contest. And 3 more games on tap next week for the Tigers, 2 for the Lady Tigers. We will be at Sayre on Monday night for Double Dip. The girls starting at 6:30, the boys to follow. And then on Tuesday night, we'll make the trek into the Lone Star State as Wheeler, Texas will entertain the boys. In Texas, the girls and the boys, they may play on the same night, but they don't play at the same location. So that's why there's no girls game. And then the 2024 half of the season will end next Thursday night when we go to Indiahoma for a pair of bowl games. And that is, if you like old-fashioned, antiquated gymnasiums, then you will enjoy that gym Thursday night over in Indiahoma. All right, so Fort Cobb Bronxton gets the inbounds pass. Immediately go to work on the glass. That's McAdoo. Tanner underneath the basket leaves it on the wing. 3 ball, no good. Maddox Hill. And on the rebound, a foul going to be called. And I believe it will be Warboys that will go to the line. Let's see. It may be the 5th foul of the night or afternoon of Baker. And it is on Colton. They thought it. No, they've changed it again. They called it on McAdoo instead. That will be his 5th. So McAdoo will foul out with 6 points. Good 3-point shooter and also a young man that handles the ball for Scott Hines. So that task, no doubt, will fall to the freshman, Creed Rogers. First free throw, Warboys can't get it to go. He needs to just hit one of two, and it makes it a two-possession ball game. Colby will get one more. He's 1 for 3 on the afternoon from the stripe. Second one, that one's too strong. You can tell when he let go of it. Got some nerves there. So still a one-possession ball game. And Coach Hill telling his club, or Coach White rather, telling his club to come out and play defense. Meantime, on the other end, a timeout going to be taken by Scott Hines. 12.9 remaining. It lumbers on Classic Hits 97.7.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Attention Mangum Tigers. Are you ready to show your Tiger pride? This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. At our bank, we are always geared up and ready to cheer the Tigers and Lady Tigers on to victory. You can count on us to wear the brightest orange and black. We'll see you at the games.
Colton Laughlin, Jenna Scott, and the rest of you, we got a good one on this Saturday afternoon, huh? 43-40, Mangum on top. With 12.9 seconds remaining, Mangum with 3 timeouts still on the board, just 1 left for the Mustangs. Both teams shooting the 2 shots on any fouls. The arrow still points the way of the Mustangs. And Fort Cobb Broxton hands the ball. Again, fouling out Tanner McAdoo, the point guard and 3-point shooting aficionado. Inbounds pass, Baker works his way inside, now kicks it left wing. Ball fake 3 on the way. Blocked away! Oh, what a great block that was. And Mangum will win it on the block. How about that? Great block at the end of the ball game, Colton Earls. And again, Earls contributing to his ball club, not scoring the way he would want to, but the defensive play as time expired on the block. He said, get that stuff out of here. We're going to take home the 5th place trophy. 43-40, Mangum wins it. We're back to wrap it up after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Granite Drug Company would like to thank their customers for shopping local. They're proud to offer pharmacy services, including immunizations, Dispill personalized medication management, health and beauty products, gifts for every occasion, and the soda fountain open all day and serving lunch from 11 till 2. Remember, when you need prescriptions filled, tell your doctor Granite Drug Company.
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
All the employees at Great Plains Bank Mangum are excited for the new school year. We look forward to seeing everyone come out and get that Tiger spirit and support the young men and women of Mangum as they try and bring home the gold ball. You will see us at the game and hear us on the radio and internet. Come see Great Plains Bank Mangum for your banking needs on the corner in downtown Mangum. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Mangum hangs on and wins it here this afternoon by a final score of 43-40 to improve the record to 2-1 on the year and also take home the 5th place trophy, the annual Washita State Bank Invitational Basketball Tournament. 43-40 the final score. 13 in the victory for Colby Warboys. 11 for Colton Earls. 10 on the contest for Diego Tellis. 7 for Clayton Caskey. And 2 for Avery Rogers. Mangum from the foul line. 10 of 17. Congratulations goes to Colton Earls, named to the all-tournament team. Earls getting the block as time expired to ensure the victory for Mangum. And again, he's going to be the first to tell you, he did not play offensively as well as he would like, although he played well enough to make the all-tournament team. But I know Colton wishes he'd played a little bit better, but he got it done, not just on the offensive end, but also with his rebounding and then that block at the end of the ball game to win it for Mangum, 43-40. On the other side of the ledger, Scott Hines got 9 from Creed Rogers, 8 in the ball game from Brody Langham. Give 6 apiece to Maddox Hill and Tanner McAdoo. 5 in the ball game for Colton Baker and 3 for Blaine Bellamy. From the foul line, 7 of 11 was this group from Fort Cobb, Bronxton. So Hobart, a couple of third-place games coming up for them on the girls and boys side. Give us a quick shout-out on that one, the Cameron Dole Experience, and let us know where we can find those games and who the Lady Cats and Bearcats are playing.
KTJS 1420 Facebook page, also Hobart Bearcat TV on YouTube. Lady Cats taking on Hennessy. And then the nightcap for us broadcasting-wise will be the Bearcats taking on Thomas for the third-place game to follow.
All right, Mangum Lady Tigers and Tigers back in action on Monday as they will do battle with Sayre. Go on the air at about 6:20. Tip-off at 6:30 for the girls, the boys to follow. So for Cameron Dole and his experience, for our producer, engineer back somewhere, he's probably getting it done from his home in Clinton again, Chad Fox, and for Santa Claus, I'm Michael Barnes. Thanks for listening to Championship Basketball on Championship Radio, Classic Hits 97.7.
If you need a